Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Bad Duck, episode 4 of Bad Duck. 4 episodes deep in, baby. We going strong. We going strong. We even got a live audience in here. Guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely a live audience. Definitely not sound bits inside the machine. It's a special episode. I got one of my favorite directors from Houston, Texas, Spidie, or JB director, whatever you know him as. He's out of Rosenberg. Super dope, and I want to bring him in and see what's up, what's going on, how he feels about the shit going on. A lot of shit. The internet's full of the internet. The past like this whole year has been just nuts. Shit's just been happening, and just a lot for us to talk about, a lot for us to be distracted by, so we don't notice or fight against actual, real, good causes. I mean, there's shit going on out there in the world, baby. But what are we concerned about? Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you pushing T. Bad Duck episode 4. Comment, subscribe, please. I can't fucking stress that enough. Comment helps with the algorithm. I love you guys. Enjoy. Bro, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start the fucking show with the segment Bad Taste. I don't know if you've seen this shit, but these Sour Patch Oreos have been going viral.
Hell
have you seen
no. What the? I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's been going viral on Twitter, and I've seen people like posting them. So I'm like, let me try them, you know? So
yeah,
this is introducing a new segment to the show, Bad Taste, where I bring a food that's out, but I don't think looks like goes together, and I'm gonna try that shit out. So we're gonna try that shit out together. I'm a fan of both Sour Patch and Oreos, but I don't know how that shit. I don't know how that shit would be together.
But see, I do the chocolate Oreos.
Me
Vanilla
too.
is cool.
Me too. I do the chocolate. Why is it like this?
Some shit just not supposed to go together. You know what I mean?
Here, Sour Patch Oreos. Drew, you wanna get you one? I know you've been dying. Try that out. That was strong.
That sour is strong.
All right.
Why is Oreos supposed to be sour? Bro, what is this?
Yeah, that's bad. You can throw that hell back in here if you want to finish it.
Nah, you know what? I'm going to finish it.
That's a champ. That's a champ. That's a champ. That's a champ. How do you feel about that? You like it? Yeah.
Right. It's not like a straight Sour Patch, but you could taste it.
It's not. That's not sour, but the taste of a Sour Patch, like the sweetness.
Right.
That's extremely bad. Limited edition. There you have it. Oreo Sour Patch, limited edition. Emphasis on the limited edition.
Right.
Emphasis on the limited. That's horrible. I give this a 0 out of 10. I can't lie to you. I would never eat this shit again.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Me either.
This is horrible. Well, there you have it. Bad taste. I was right. Or Sour Patch Oreos, absolutely trash. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. I fucked up. I was supposed to look up the list. So you heard the Apple Music list, right? The best albums of all time.
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah.
I just want to read the top 10. So at 10, they had Lemonade by Beyonce. These are albums of all time.
Of all time.
Nevermind, Nirvana's at 9. Okay, makes sense. Back to Black, Amy Winehouse at 8.
Okay.
7 is Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
6 is Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder, absolutely. And then number 5 is Blonde by Frank Ocean. So Blonde by Frank Ocean is better than Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
Then number 4 is Purple Rain, Prince.
Okay, that makes sense.
Number 3 is Abbey Road, the Beatles. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was not a believer in I thought the Beatles, whatever, is old shit. I went back and listened to Abbey Road like a month ago. Dog, yeah, number 3 for sure. Dog, that shit is nuts. Like the Beatles, they took a trip to India and were living there for a while and got into like ayahuasca or some shit like that, and talking to shamans, and then they came back and made this album, and you can hear it super trippy. Abbey Road, number 3, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So Blonde, number 5, Purple Rain, number 4, Abbey Road, number 3. Number 2 is Thriller, Michael Jackson, and number 1 is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
The top 10 is kind of crazy. Good Kid, Mad City in there. I think Damn was better than Good Kid, Mad City.
I think To Pimp a Butterfly was better than Good Kid, Mad City. Well, if you talk about all time,
I think Damn was better than Good Kid, Mad City. Damn was insane.
Damn was. I think it was a good commercial studio album for sure.
Right.
But I mean, Good Kid, Mad City was really good too. I just don't think.
I guess because they look at like that's, I don't know, as like a freshman album, it's super good.
Yeah, no, that I would not take away from that whatsoever. It's definitely a great freshman album to debut to get in. But I don't even know that was his debut, but I know
that was his debut album.
It was okay, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a great debut album. But I still think, in my personal opinion, To Pimp a Butterfly
is his best album.
It's his best album still. Yeah.
I can't lie, bro. I think that shit trash.
Damn, for real.
Okay, not trash. I say it like, but not like I like Damn, I like Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
What was Section 80?
Section 80, yeah.
But
I think that was a mixtape.
Yeah.
I don't even think that counts as an album. At least I don't think so.
What's the To Pimp a Butterfly was good. I like that was, and then King Kunta, that was a fire song. And what was the other one? Was the one If I Gotta Slap Someone, Make It Look Sexy? Was that on there? Element was on there? No, that's Damn. That's Damn. That Damn is crazy.
Yeah, Damn was
nuts,
crazy.
dog.
Yeah,
Damn was
was a
nuts.
good album.
So I we follow each other, so I know your whole fucking stance on the Drake and Kendrick. You've been victory laps, y'all. But like you don't really think like Drake is like done. I mean, there's no done. Like you think it's like.
What do you mean done as in what?
So like at least on the internet, the fucking the narrative is like Drake is like Epstein, and he just got exposed, and now his whole life's about to crumble, and he can't make music no more.
Oh no, I don't think that's it. Not at all. I don't think.
Whether his career is done.
I don't think his career is done whatsoever. I'm not. I don't get me wrong. I do rock with Drake. I'm not like a super Drake fan, but I am a fan of Drake's music for real. Yeah. So I said it on our podcast that if to be honest, I would probably be playing Drake more than I play Kendrick.
Damn.
But no, just on average, like if I hop in the car and I'm playing music, I'm gonna probably play Drake first. Damn. But I am more of a Kendrick fan than I am Drake's.
That's crazy.
But I don't think Drake career is over with. But I gotta be honest, I haven't listened to Drake since the beef.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been kind of avoiding it, but not because I don't.
Like R. Kelly.
Not because I don't fuck with Drake. It's just I'm so team Kendrick. I gotta let the steam from the
tension die down.
Die down, and I can go back to listen to. I was in the gym. I was in the gym last week, and his music was because his music is on my playlist.
Mm-hmm. It came on,
and I just skipped.
What song was it? What song was it?
Fuck. What? It was.
Baby girl, Jesse.
It had to have been something that was more recent. I think it was
Nonstop.
Nah. It was something a little bit more recent.
Oh, probably from the 21 album. Dog, but like speaking of Drake, did you hear that Sexy Red? So Sexy Red dropped a new song with Drake. Okay, I can't lie to you. Look, first of all, Drake went crazy on it. He snapped, but that is the absolute worst song I've ever heard in my life. Did you listen to the song in its entirety?
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck?
So. I think right now what is the worst time to do that. I think what he should have done was if he had did that track. I still don't really care for Sexy Red.
No, her part was so bad. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it was a troll move. But I feel like if he was gonna do that, he should have did that earlier in the beef.
Or he
and not waited towards the end of it.
Or just drop that verse by himself.
By himself,
bro.
Yeah.
Sexy, like when Drake's part came on, I kind of forgot for a bit when he was going in what I was listening to before.
Oh,
The nightmare, and then when he finishes and Sexy Red
She
comes back on,
on.
holy shit! I'm like, dog, this is horrible.
That I don't get why he thought that was a good choice move. I don't know. Like especially like right after all of this that went. Why would you think that is a?
Yeah, it's funny. It is interesting. What do you think that move is? Like, Drake is too successful and he's too good, and he's gone where he's gone for a reason. Like, I can't see him making such a big miscalculation, and like with this, because this looks horrible. Like, the verse was fire, but like, this is the next thing you dropped is this song.
Right after. So, I feel like this was an Aubrey move and not a Drake move.
Damn, maybe.
Because his PR team or whoever didn't, I don't know how many heads this had to go through before they say, yeah, drop that shit.
Man,
ain't no way.
You know what it might be? He might be trying too hard to play it off like he's unbothered.
Yeah, like he not bothered.
Yeah, and he goes, because bro, this was like, dog, bro, like I wish I could remember what she was singing, bro, but I just remember it was just a sack of shit.
Yeah, it was just like she literally hopped in the studio and just said whatever the fuck came to her head.
Off key.
Like a motherfucker.
Just, and then had the nerve to stack the off key with more off keys. It was just
Drake at his level, why would you do that?
What is it? But why? What is it? Like, I'm not convinced. What is this whole Sexy Red obsession with him? And like, what it's a label. Okay, it's labels. It's label favors. It's gotta be label favors.
But isn't she independent?
Nah, hell no, bro. Hell no. She wouldn't be getting this type of push.
Right?
No, bro. Sense. She's being.
It's just real low.
She's being pushed into people's face.
Yeah, no, fact.
Dog.
Y'all heard she's supposed to be on the WWE next.
That's hard. I see that now. That makes sense.
Yeah, they gonna bring her on. I don't know if it's like sometime this month or something, but she's supposed to be on the WWE next.
More of that, less singing of her. Yeah, less more of that. I can see her because she's strong. Right, she looks strong. Her legs look strong. I can see her like, she already got a wrestler named Sexy Red.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no, that is a wrestling name.
Yeah, come out popping ass.
Yeah, that's man. Yeah, I don't know why.
And it's funny he does that after Drake hit him with the, when I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
Yeah.
I believe you don't like women. That's real competition. You might pop ass with them.
Yeah, that's crazy. The first time I heard Chris say Kendrick versus Kendrick lyrics is crazy.
Nah, bro, I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar is amazing. Kendrick Lamar goes crazy. Bro. Kendrick Lamar goes crazy. Do I think he on some hater ass shit? 100%.
Yeah, like, I mean he just said
like this is some hater like him. Look, Kendrick's amazing, absolutely amazing. I've been said this like since J. Cole days and Kendrick, like when they teased that fucking album together and that song. Remember that in the record store, Kendrick performed that song in the Watch the Tear or something.
Yeah.
Video? I've been a fan since then, but I think it was like corny about having him in the industry. Everybody like jumping on him, like this. I don't know. It was just like it just made him look like. I always root for the bad guy, for the heel. When I used to watch wrestling, I liked the heel. I was a fan of The Rock. Like I like the bad guy. So that shit just like, if everybody's against somebody, I know what people say that means they're like bad, but to me, I'm like, nah, I fuck with that person.
They definitely was giving him that Thanos treatment.
It was like damn. It was like damn, bro. It's like. My question is, Kendrick, what is this about? Why are you coming at Drake? Are you really inheriting the beef for Pharrell? Like that's kind of gay. No, that's a little gay. Right?
So I'm gonna give you my take on why I think
Kendrick. Not everybody else, but Kendrick himself, because he's not like all the other rappers are mad at him.
Right. Like. So Kendrick, based off like a lot of interviews I've been watching since this beef started and ended or whatever, if it's over with, my assumption that Kendrick this is more of a culture thing for him. Put aside the whole pedo stuff or Kendrick assaulting his wife and all these different allegations. Put all the allegations to the side. In my belief, at the core of this beef, it's culture. That Kendrick felt that Drake was appropriating cultures that he didn't necessarily grow up in. or he wasn't a part of, and Kendrick wanted to make that the highlight of his real reason why I think. And I think that's why it goes to where he was talking about, I hate the way you talk, the way you dress. Because he feel like, bro, that's not you. When he was talking about, I like the Drake that makes me sing and dance. Like, nigga, that's you. You know what I mean? The Drake that tries to play gangster, to try to play mob ties. And I mean, though he do have ties with these people, Drake,
the songs be popping too.
I mean, the songs
don't we all just, isn't it like a kind of a known thing? It's like, do we believe all these rappers?
No, not at all.
Right.
But
So it's just like, if it's entertainment, it's entertainment.
That's
like,
true.
so I mean, like, there is culture. I understand culture, but like, when you think about culture, like, what, like, music evolves all the time.
Right.
So all Drake is just a timestamp in when a moment in time when hip hop evolved. Like,
Right.
Drake's was just a fucking timestamp of evolution of hip hop.
Right.
So I to discount him from culture, to me, is just like, no, bro, he birthed a whole new sound of hip hop.
He did, but I think
book.
why it bothers Kendrick though, because now people calling him number one, and at that point it's like, all right, somebody that evolved hip hop in ways that was unexpected, and in ways that's not natural to the way Kendrick make music.
Yeah. So
If
you don't do it like
yeah.
me, so it's wrong. That's what it sounds like.
No, so I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong
Well,
because
Kendrick
everything.
says it.
Yeah, but in his eyes, he like nah. If somebody's
He's
gonna
competing.
be the no,
It's
it's
competing.
just
I get that.
competition,
I
right?
get that.
Yeah,
I get it. He got it. He Drake's on top. So at the end of the day, it is competing with a hint of jealousy. It's got to be.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's got to be.
But and I think the allegations. With people throwing allegations at each other, I think ever since the Pusha T beef, that's just been the new way to do
that shit
beefs.
corny.
Yeah.
It really was annoying because then all the conversations are about what's true, what's not true, what's not. It's like, no, we're not even listening to me. I don't think Kendrick won because of any allegations, the pedal, I think Kendrick won because when I think about what was the best songs in the beef, I think about Family Matters, hard. I think about Euphoria, hard. And then I think about, okay, Not Like Us. Okay, what Drake got? Nothing. It's Kendrick got 2. Drake had 1.
Push-ups was tight though.
Push-up was cool, but Euphoria shits on but and so does Not Like Us. Like it's like it's Family Matters between those two.
And I'm a West Coast dude. I'm a West Coast music lover, so
the song was just like allegation about just the execution of it, and even like the execution of Meet the Grams. Like it was just Kendrick got that one, but it wasn't because of the allegations. Like that's why I see now people are like, oh, Drake lost, and then now they turn into like waiting for him to get arrested or like just straight on like some pedals. I'm like, bro, like come on, like it was to me it was just a music battle. But that's what happens when people start exposing fucking allegations and shit. Him beating his wife and I don't know. But all the one thing I don't think is fair is Drake gets a lot of shit for doing accents. You know, for doing like Jamaican accents and shit, but Kendrick does fucking little alien Looney Tune voices, and people get like,
the difference though. The difference. Like, I had to challenge you on that.
Kendrick literally said he was like, "Fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you pushing T."
The fact that he said it just like that too.
He said like the clown from It. He sounded like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. That shit.
So this is what I would say. I admire Drake's ability to play into different
culture
genres and be well at it, right? Mm-hmm. I think the issue and what Kendrick is pointing out is that, and to a degree he does, but it's like when you say you the best at something, right? It's like you can't come into my house and then say you the best in my house when I invited you in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of how you feel. So it's like, okay, you can adopt Louisiana culture. You can adopt.
He's not American, but he's coming and he's claiming #1 in American culture.
Right. And so it's like, and he's great at what he do. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that then Americans gonna step in and be like, all right, bro. So now we're gonna let you know that you're not even from here for real. And commercially, he's doing his thing because that's the best way to win commercially is to be
touch all different type
and
of
be able
cultures,
to relate to everybody, right? Everybody get a piece of what Drake has to offer, right? And I think commercially that's a great way to do it. But it's just
when we talking about hip hop, like, and that's what he claims. He claims to be #1 hip hop. So now,
he's a pop star for sure. But what I will say in the beef for my personal preference. That I do think that Kendrick's range. If you listen to Euphoria, you listen to Meet the Grams, 616 in L.A., Not Like Us.
Fire.
The range, like he was delivering a different Kendrick. He a true Gemini for real. He was delivering a different personality, damn near on every diss track. And was making it fire.
He had regular Kendrick. He had the clown from It. He had what was the other one? He played a baby. He was like, you don't want to play with me no more. Okay. He had Tommy Pickles. He did. What else he had? He does a lot of weird voices. Bro. He's like a tranquility, like a puppet master.
Yeah, that's that
bro.
Gemini shit they be doing, man. They be hey, he be playing on it. So no Diddy, that was crazy.
Damn. Hey, you cut that. Thank God you cut that. You cut that because I didn't even catch that. I was gonna let it slide. I've been trying to let that shit slide, bro. That Diddy shit. We don't get to. I don't even want to get into the Diddy shit because the Diddy shit is bothersome for me. I don't. How much time do we have on the camera? Okay, cool. So it's a wrap up on the Drake and Kendrick. Yeah. I guess that's a wrap on Drake and Kendrick. Again, I am. I didn't know you didn't know. I'm a Kendrick fan.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Bro, I'm like. A lot of this shit I was saying, I was trolling, but it's really just to combat like the popular narrative online is Kendrick washed Drake, and so I was just kind of like, I want to give a little pushback because, I mean, I am a Drake fan, but let me just push back. People being kind of annoying about this. Let me push back. Like,
I'm definitely a Kendrick fan.
Me too. I love Kendrick.
I'm definitely a Cole fan first.
That's my favorite rapper of all time.
Cole, mine too. No, definitely.
Cole, Wayne. It goes between Cole and Wayne, but Cole actually made me start making music. The reason I started making music was
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
I swear I thought it was Drake.
I swear to God, no. Cole, I swear to God, J. Cole is the reason I started. I've said that in previous interviews too.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights. Even before that, bro. Back to the Topic. Actually, forgot it. Before that, it cost me a lot. That was Friday Night Lights. The warm up. The warm up was a good mistake. What was before the warm up?
Man, I don't know nothing before that.
Or Simba was on Friday Night Lights. But anyways, yeah, bro, I'm a huge Cole fan.
That's why I was so disappointed when he apologized.
What about now? You still feel the same way?
What about
Cole backing up?
No, I don't.
Right.
Nah, I definitely feel better about it. I don't agree with the way he did it. I feel that he could have backed out in a not so submissive way, but I do. But I'm not against him wanting to like pick his piece over all of that.
I think thinking of something as submissive though is like speaking from ego. I don't think he has yet. I don't think he has that, right? Because to him is like it's submissive. I'm submitting.
Right.
Like I'm because I mean I don't know what Kendrick would have said about Cole, but I mean it seems like he would have said anything about anybody, and
right. I don't think he was
I didn't want anybody jumping in. I wanted it to be this was Drake's right. Like these was Kendrick and Drake. Like, this is what we've been wanting. I didn't want no Rick Ross jumping in. I didn't want Kanye jumping in. I didn't want Future. Nobody else jumping in. I wanted Drake and Kendrick. So I'm glad Cole backed that. I was happy from the time he did it. I was one of the only people that weren't upset about that. I was like, salute. Like I was like, he was probably nervous. Like
no, he definitely was doing it like that. I know that's something.
Because what comes with it is people's opinions and tweets about it. People bringing up bullshit, rumors, and then you got to deal with that. It's just like, you know what? I'd rather be in peace.
Right, and he definitely was doing that. He was chilling on the beach,
riding the bike,
and all this going on. He's like, "Hey, listen, this ain't got nothing to do with me."
Yeah. We're gonna take our first break so we can reset the cameras. This has been Bad Duck episode 4 with Spidey, and we tried the Oreo shit, and we'll be right back after these episodes.
Don't eat that shit.
But never again. Never. Fuck no, we don't that shit. They should fucking make Oreos with fruity Pebbles fucking flavor. Fruity Pebbles is what's your favorite cereal?
Reese's and because I don't count Reese's because that's my favorite like chocolate in general. So I think that's not fair. But outside of that, I want to say, Captain Crunch.
Oh wow,
I love Captain Crunch.
Wow, I don't hear that a lot. Fruity Pebbles definitely my shit. That's my shit.
It's just when they get soggy, that's a wrap.
You gotta go quick.
Yeah, you gotta.
No, when they get soggy, you just pour more.
Oh yeah,
you just pour more.
That's a good fix.
Yeah, that's and Frosted Flakes. I love Frosted Flakes. That's my shit.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes. I've been really fucking with Cheerios.
Damn, you put honey in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got put honey in it. Where do you get your honey from?
Walmart.
From the store. I want to start shopping locally. There's always people like in our area, or like I see them like just standing like on the side of the road sometimes towards the country, and they have their trucks and they have signs, a local bee, like around like the George Ranch area and all that. Those are farms over there, and people sell their homegrown honey from their bees in the farms. Dope. I want to start shopping there because A, it's healthier,
right,
and B, just fucking helping farmers.
Right. No, I didn't even know that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Like sometimes they be out there like between like the hospital and Buc-ee's over there by Greatwood. They just be like in the middle of the medium with their shit. Like you just catch them out there randomly. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
Just keep an eye out when you're driving around or like country areas. Like you just keep your eye out, you'll see that shit. But shout out to farmers, man. Farming's probably farming got to be hard, dog, especially out here in this heat.
Right, and then in modern times, you gotta really. You have to really like have a passion for that.
Facts, because animals like impatience, because like animals are stupid. Like they're not gonna listen to you. Like come here, and it's like.
No,
you know yeah, you're like, damn, it's too hot. You're trying to yell and shit. That's what they got them dogs. What are the dogs that chase the sheep or something? The dog that chase the goat.
To get them to go into the.
That should be hilarious as fuck.
Yeah,
that should be hilarious as fuck. Earlier, Drake's not a pedophile. He dates the same way you play blackjack. You can't hit over 21.
Well, he dates like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. They're both just date like they're playing blackjack. Yeah. You can't hit over 21. You guys stay under 21. Both of them. He's just playing a role.
Right. No,
that's some actor shit. You gotta understand, bro. Actors gotta like. There's gotta be some people that are good at acting. You gotta have like. Something like sociopath about you, or like.
I think Drake is trying to. I do think that Drake wasn't really the most coolest in high school.
100%.
And I do think by him being that man and being able to like kind of be around that group,
can't control sex addiction. It's a sex addict.
Yeah,
at the end of that thing, that all comes down to he's a sex addict.
Yeah.
Porn is too accessible. Scrolling down Twitter is that's
a wrap.
It's a dangerous game you're playing.
You can't be Christian going down Twitter. Ain't gonna work.
You can't be at the sauna going down Twitter. You might get hit with sexual harassment.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
You might be sitting in the sauna next to a buddy with his shirt off. He take a glance over, somebody getting like gangbanged, like DP'd. I swear, bro. There used to be this old Asian guy, right? He used to go to the gym that I go to years ago. He got kicked out years ago for watching porn in the sauna. And people caught on. Like, I saw him doing it once, and every time I see him in there, I just walk away. I didn't report because I'm not a snitch.
Right.
But somebody did eventually. He had old man slick back. He was built like Roger from American Dad. So he was like skinny, but he had like the belly. Yeah. And then he had his hair slicked back. And he would watch porn. Like he wouldn't try to hide it either. He'd be with his legs crossed, and he'd just be watching it like this.
Oh, he had a real problem.
I don't think to him it seemed like he thought it was a problem.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a problem. Yeah. when it's so normal to you, and it's just like, fuck it.
He's like, what's the problem? Yeah, what did I do wrong? Yeah. No, Twitter is crazy. No, last thing I want to bring up before I ask you these questions about you, because we've been talking about the fucking world.
And I'm with that. I can talk about whatever.
Yeah. No, facts. I did want to get your opinion on all that shit, because I mean, we kind of live in the same echo chamber. And so we see the same shit. We're interested in the same shit. So, Caitlin Clark. How do you feel about Caitlin Clark? Matter of fact, before Caitlin Clark, you know Jamil Hill, the journalist.
Jamil Hill.
Jamel Hill. She's a journalist. She writes for. I forgot exactly who she writes for. Let me ask ChatGPT that actually, so I can get that, give her proper, so I know who to blame for hiring such a bad journalist. Who does Jamil Hill?
ChatGPT is a goat though. Really.
Oh my goodness, right? Jamil Hill works for who? Is a journalist and commentator who has worked for various media outlets. Is my last day. She's contributing writer for The Atlantic and co-host the podcast Jamil Hill is Unbothered. So she writes for The Atlantic. Okay. Cool. Jamil Hill took it upon herself to bring her journalistic skills to the world and gave a very in-depth, very analytic, unbiased take on women's basketball. And she said, Caitlin Clark is popular because she's white and straight. She said that's the reason. Her words were, we would be all naive if we didn't say race and her sexuality played a role in her popularity. Quote, Jamil Hill. And I don't know if you like to ask you. You pay attention to women's basketball is crazy, but
I don't. But
I mean neither. But I have this year more than ever. At least I see more people talk about it.
Right.
And like, that's just a bad take from a journalist.
Right, and it sounds it's your job as a journalist to give an intellectual thought to make the conversation real interest.
Yeah, put some thought behind what the fuck you said. Because, like, first of all, like, she said because she's white and straight. Caitlin Clark is straight?
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know what her sexuality was until now.
I didn't know women's basketball players were straight. I did it. And I didn't know Caitlin Clark was. She's strong. Yeah. She looks strong. So that's the first thing that got me. But then on top of that, I'm like, I don't know if white and straight makes you popular in basketball.
Right. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of white straight women that play basketball
that aren't popular.
Right.
There's been many years of women's basketball. We never heard of none. So I think I watched Caitlin Clark. I said this last episode, but she just plays, to me, she moves like a dude. Like, girls, as good as they are, as good as they get, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them, they move kind of stiff. Kind of, I don't know, there's a certain movement, they don't move like men with the ball. They don't.
Right.
Caitlin Clark got that, you know? And I don't get all that hate.
I seen a lot of her highlights, so I never really seen her play. So take what I gotta say with a grain of salt. But
pink salt.
Right. But no, I don't. Me personally, I don't have nothing against her. If she's a great basketball player, she deserves what she gets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I do think that a lot of people feel some type of way because of the fact that she's getting promoted, but then she's not winning. In my opinion, I feel like women basketball is getting more attention now than more than ever. Right?
Yeah.
Right. And whether that's because of her. Or because of what's the other girl?
Angel Reese.
Yeah. Because of them, they're getting a lot of
both of them. Yeah, they bringing money.
Bringing money.
They bringing money to the but
when I get,
so they should all be happy. That's why I don't feel like any women basketball player should be upset. This is just bringing eyes to the league.
Right. So it's like when I don't want women to be their own downfall. Women are turning on her
because we not gonna watch it.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
It's gotta be y'all. Y'all gotta ride with that
you know what I'm saying? Like this is gonna be y'all
the
participation. So it's like I get the frustration, but if y'all want to bring more money, like her coming through the gate, no matter who's the key to the door.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the key to the door and opens up the floodgates for everybody to
now
win.
It's your turn and your responsibility to, okay, hey guys, look at me. I'm gonna showcase what I got. Now that y'all watch it. Regardless if it's not you, that's the reason.
Right.
You know, it's not you, that's the reason to bring it. So, but I guess people would argue, it's like, well, now WNBA is getting those eyes because a white straight woman got drafted. But my thing is, like, she's not the first white player.
But some people just have better branding skills than others. So it's like when you have, and what I'm saying about Caitlin Clark is that she has really good branding. Like from what I've heard, that she's been on radio, she's been on different like news outlets. Like she's really good at branding herself.
But I think her branding. And I can go back to the music with it. I think her brand is that she's really good at basketball. I think that's what it is. Like, there's no other brand. I've never heard of her with no shoe. I've never heard of her with no clothesline or like a motto or slogan. I've never heard of her.
But I think that's the direction they want to go with her, though.
Right. I mean, so at that point, is it really the branding that's making her pop, or is it just her how good she's hooping? Because to me, her brand, when I think of her, I don't see her out with no celebs. It's just basketball. You see highlights. That's all I see of her is highlights. That's all I see.
And personality, I think her personality on the court is
Oh, she be talking
real-
shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She,
Oh, does she know what she doing? Oh, she be talking shit.
Yeah,
That's how
she
you
be
know
talking
I have all
shit.
these opinions. I don't even watch
She
the
be
games.
talking shit.
Oh, then she.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
she
and
talks shit.
Yeah,
like
she talk
that.
mad shit. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well, you gotta take all that hate. That you gotta take all that hate. If you go, it's different. I thought she was just like.
Oh no,
Chicken Little.
no, she be talking mad
Oh.
shit. Hell yeah.
You gotta take that shit.
Yeah,
Look, you gotta take that
she
shit.
be
Take the hate. Take the hate. Take
so
that.
I think that plays part into why her branding, her and Angel Reese, I think they both have really good branding on court because they both talk hella shit.
It's like Kevin
Both.
Garnett, Kobe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like it's a real big personality on the court. I can't necessarily say off court
Devin Brooks.
because I don't really know, but
Oh yeah, Caitlin Clark looks like she's a real snooze fest off court. You know, like she looks like like a graham crackers and tea with no caffeine,
damn, that sounds like
a pudding pie type
That
of.
sounds like to put your ass to sleep. Shit.
Wait,
tea has caffeine? Oh, I don't
a
really
lot of tea. A lot of tea. There's a lot. Some tea depends on tea, but a lot of tea has caffeine.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I went to this thing in Austin where it was like they had like house music playing, but it was like psychedelic, and they had tea, and it was a table of tea, and there was a tea server there. You just ask him, he would tell you where the tea's from and give you tea. It was like 100% like caffeine in some of them. It was crazy. Crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, but shout out to her. Shout out to both of them.
You know, now she's talking shit. You know what? Fuck you, Caitlin Clark, bitch. Yeah, stale ass hoe. No, okay. No, that's. I just wanted to see your fucking opinions on that before we get the last segment. How much time we have on these cameras? Cool. Let's just cut them and we'll do this last segment because I gotta pee, and then we'll do the last one where we talk about you finally.
Okay, yeah, for sure. All right,
we'll be right back. But actually, before we leave, make sure to follow Spidie at
Spidie Webher, SPIDIEWEBHER.
It's gonna be right here.
Yeah. You'll see it.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Yellow one. What's the worst one? What's the worst Starburst?
The yellow. Yeah, they say that's the least favorite.
Dude, the yellow Starbursts are like the Indian kid at recess. You get picked last. Like, you know, somebody like you picking your team, you select for football. Who you gonna pick? You're not gonna pick Patel. You're gonna pick Jamal. You might pick Ricky.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, even Pedro. The Mexicans that I remember back in the day, the Mexicans that would come and they were fresh from Mexico and they were good at soccer. They play football and they be good. They're athletes. They be running. They be running.
They be doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Who's been somebody that kind of taught you or mentor you, or has that just been kind of just you on your own learning?
So, you know, I get you know, life happens, and as you grow, I wouldn't say I have mentors, but I do have people that inspire me. So one of the reasons why, because I kind of go back and then circle back to what you just said, but one of the reasons why it is hard for me to take a break is because this is one of the things when it comes to not even just film, but just being a video creator in general. It's something that I realize that I'm real passionate about, and just something that just comes like second nature. And all my life, I didn't have access to something that I felt I was like really that great at. So once I found this, I stuck to it, and I just doubled down on it. So that's what keep me motivated, because I feel like this is my calling in life. So even at my job, I'd be like, bro, why the fuck am I doing this? I need to be creating something, right?
Yeah.
So that's when it comes to like me always being at it and being consistent with it. I'm always trying to find new ways to innovate stuff and things like that.
And it's important, I feel like, because when somebody hires you, books you to shoot their videos, it's like they're comfortable with you. They trust you. There's more than just it comes the skill, and then there comes the you.
Right.
You know, talking about the whole experience of, because I've been at shoots. I've done shoots before where the experience from the organization wasn't there, from the timing, from just the director not making shit comfortable. Like, so that's a big part too. You make. I've been on set with you, and you you had location, you had time, you had wardrobe thought about, you had a horse rented, you had you had a horse rented. Like you stay organized like that. So that's a big part in that, and keeping and having returning people that trust you and keep coming, keep growing with you, keep. That's a big part in that too. What is your main goal with this? I know you shoot music videos, but what is your big goal? Is it you want to shoot movies, porn?
Oh, wow. No, I ain't gonna lie. I had somebody reach out to do adult content before my email, and I was like, whoa. But no, so films not so much. I don't really have the patience for like films. I'm not gonna say I never will, because if I'm really big on philosophical conflicts, and that's a big thing in film, is like psychological, philosophical philosophies, and I love philosophy and psychology. That's one of my biggest things. So I'm not gonna say I won't ever make a film, but as of right now, my patience isn't there. Yeah, I think once I get to a point in my career where everything is steady and I got nothing but free time, I probably would dive into that. But for the most part, bro, I just really wanna use my talents to create a form of financial freedom so I can walk away. Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be shooting, and but I don't be feeling like it. I ain't gonna even much lie. Sometimes it do be feeling like I'm on a treadmill doing the same shit. But every once in a while, like I gotta shoot tomorrow, where it's the three things that hit the mark. The song is right, the timing is right, and the resources to get the video together is right. And at times like that, like how when we did Soldier, those times are just magical. You know what I mean?
That's exciting.
That's what brings the.
But then there's times where shit doesn't align, or you kind of shooting something you're not really. And look, it's grateful to work, doing what we love. But sometimes, so I guess, how do you fight that feeling that you kind of doing because I would feel that same way sometimes too, like making music for so long, shooting videos, dropping shit, and kind of getting somewhere, but feeling like, still feeling like what, I'm still just here, kind of just on a treadmill. How do I break? How do I?
So I feel that when it comes to the world in general, everything is connected. So I feel like every time, even if it's something you don't feel like doing or something you're not that excited about, that thing might lead you to something that is. Or someone, like, for instance, let's say I'm going to just give an example. Let's say I'm shooting a video for an artist that I really don't really care for. Either he get on my nerves or she get on my nerves, or the song's just not that good, or the location, or they just don't trust my vision like that, whatever. Or they trying to, I've had clients micromanage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes within those moments, it could be a time where I'm on set, we working together and micromanaging me to get on my nerves. But I got through the full process of that video, but it was somebody on set that really rock with me, and that be the person that I've done work for.
Okay.
For, you know what I'm saying? So it's just hoping that it's a spark of potential, or a spark of spark of potential, a spark of opportunity. In those,
and you getting those reps in. You getting the reps in, and it's like that you might not enjoy that shoot, but something might come out of that shoot, or will come out. Or it's just like there's steps to get where we want to get. So that's just one of the steps.
Right.
Just let me get. That's how I look at shit shit that is difficult, or I didn't really want to do, but I did it. But shit like that, I'm like, let me just get this shit out the way, because this is part of the story. Right. This is one of the things I didn't want to do, but let me go tackle it and get out the way and do it well. And then, because you're not gonna, it's steps. You're not gonna enjoy every fucking thing. Right. It's work. It's work.
Yeah, all them documentaries and we see these famous people and successful people. They always give us their highlights. It's always the moments in between that was like dull. Like we think like, damn, when Kendrick or Drake drops their biography or their documentary about their life, it was gonna be like, damn, Drake never had like a boring day.
Yeah,
he did. Kendrick definitely has a boring day. He ain't doing shit.
Right.
Everybody has those days, and we ain't no different.
I don't think Drake has a boring day. No more. Drake's he lives in the embassy. His house is called the Embassy.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, he really calls it the Embassy.
That guy's insane. That guy needs to get together. He needs to settle down. He's sort of too old, dog. You need to eat some oatmeal. Sit down.
Chill for a little bit.
We too old to be eating steak and eggs for breakfast every day. Like, he's too old for that. Like, you got no, that's crazy. But no, I agree with that. And There is a lot we do. For us, we're in it, so we know the truth. But a lot for people's perspective is people just post the highlights and all that, but they don't see the shitty shows and the shitty shoots and the no's that we get said to us and the L's we take and yeah. So it's all part of the journey to it. You just gotta take that shit to the chin and keep it moving. It's part of it. It's part of the journey. Like get that chapter out the way.
Right.
Get that page out the way type shit.
Yeah, because I actually found out now that I do podcasts and I actually realized that's actually a second passion of mine. And people will tell you like if you could do anything for the rest of your life, what could it be? And I actually think I could podcast for the rest of my life.
Hey, me too.
I talk my ass off, bro.
What made you? What do you like so much about it? Cause we both do something else, but then we ventured into podcasting. So what do you like so much about it? So, I love it too. I get asked that question. I mean, I'm a big podcast fan, but I'm gonna look at me. I asked you, and then I answer the question instead. And that is why I like podcasting because I like talking. I like talking.
I like this.
But it's also fun. I like the conversation. I just like production. You know,
right? No, facts. Yeah. And it's less pressure, but I love it so much because I used to not like to give out my opinions and my voice. I used to always, I was kind of like, I'm not going to say kind of was, because I still am to a degree, but a lot in my past, I was a people pleaser. So I kind of went along and get along. I didn't challenge nobody. If I felt my opinion was different from somebody else's I was around, I keep it to myself. And I realized that podcasting gave me the opportunity to kind of get out my and get out my shell. And now it's like I'm addicted to it. Like I get a dopamine rush when I do this shit. So it's like sometimes I'm like, man, I'm about to piss somebody off. Oh fucking well, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But nah, I really enjoy it, and it shows a part of my intellect that only like my close friends get to see. Because some people think because I'm super quiet, especially when I'm on set, or not even just on set, but if I'm dealing with a client, they don't see my opinionated side. They just see, okay, I'm directing all my personal opinions about shit.
Which is good.
Right. It's a business, right?
Tell you who to vote for while I'm shooting the video.
You know what I'm saying? But so this allows, so a lot of times people mistake that with like, oh, maybe he not that smart, or maybe he just super but
this allows you, gives you a space to
show that side of me.
Express express your point of view on different things and your thought process. And like you said, I'm big on philosophy too, and if I'm not wrong, philosophy is kind of like the study, I guess, of life, what the meaning of life, of life is, and shit like that. Yeah. And I'm big on that shit. That's why the Terrence Howard episode. Did you watch it? Terrence Howard was, you know Terrence Howard, right?
Right. Yeah.
He was on Joe Rogan. Couple episodes ago.
Oh no, I haven't seen it,
bro. Watch that shit. If you're a fan of like philosophy and shit like that, I struggle to keep up with what the fuck you talking about. Like Terrence Howard is either the smartest person to ever live or the best actor ever, and this is his greatest bit. But he talked about all the patents that he owns. Like he said he made the patent that people used to make VR, the VRs that we use, and he said that he debunked it. According to him, he debunked math, gravity. He showed how 1 times 1 is 2. And like he was just going like it's just, and he's educated. He went to college. He studied. So check that shit out. It's crazy. But that's why I'm into that shit, because I do want to have more conversations with people in different fields like that. Because I am very curious. My biggest hobby is trying to figure out where the fuck I'm at. You know, I love making music. I love making food, eating food. I love fucking bitches. I love getting high.
Right.
Mom, I love you. I'm sorry. But I love sitting and just thinking about where the fuck am I? How the fuck did we get here?
Right.
Why?
And where the hell we going?
And like, just what is going on?
Right.
Bro, sometimes, like, how do people not have anxiety attacks? Bro, sometimes sitting there and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you see a video of a whale, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? A whale? Right. In the same, we live here too?
Right.
The fuck is this?
It shows the beauty and the strangeness of life, and like, and just the complexity of it. Because that's what people don't understand, like how intelligent we are, the things we're capable of doing. Now, I'm not gonna say, so I know sometimes they can go hand in hand. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I don't really dive into conspiracy theories, even though philosophy and conspiracy can kind of go hand in hand. But I'm not really a conspiracy theorist. I'm not no Scientologist, but I do love science and philosophy, so I tend to link the two. And especially when you talk about psychology and shit and how the human brain work and how they say things like none of the decisions you make is really yours, and pretty much hinting that like every decision you make moving forward is a reaction from of something that previously happened to you. Like if I tap this table, the reason why I tapped this table because we just had a conversation about none of the decisions is really yours. So it's like, what are you really doing that's really yours? And
are you deciding or are you reacting?
Are you just reacting? And a lot of times, especially when we live on the earth with other human beings, when people ask you questions or things happen in life, let's say you on a road and somebody do some shit to you on some road rage shit. Now you pull up to where you were supposed to go. Now you have an attitude. Did you want to have an attitude, or you have an attitude because of the road rage? So it's like sometimes you do have control over things.
So consciousness. That's what consciousness is. You gotta be conscious of
philosophy is crazy. It is. So I love it so much. But I can say podcasting give me the opportunity to dive into those worlds and really express my deep thoughts on how I feel about things and look cool while I do it. I tend to want to be. I want to do that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Because we get to do the production shit too. We get to be the lighting, the angles, the cameras, the editing, the fashion. You know, we get to do that shit with it, and you get to bring your own. We get to have these conversations, these philosophy conversations, just all these conversations but still dressed how we dressed, talking the way we talk. Like we're not saying we're these scholars and we studied a lot, but we have opinions on shit, and so there's a lot of people like us that are interested in this but aren't that well educated either. And so it's relatable shit, and it's fun to go back and forth with people. And these conversations are important, bro. Like people are saying the Terrence Howard shit is just dumb and just wasting time. But like all these conversations are important. Throwing out, spitballing ideas that seem like they're just far reach are important because that's how we get anywhere. That's how we ever like all the theories that we have, all the equations, all the way of thinking that we have now. It comes from years and years of people throwing shit at the wall, weird philosophies, and be like, and I'm sure a lot of shit when it was first introduced, people were like, what? Like, what are you talking about? But after years of just thinking about it and processing it, we get to some type of understanding. But even then, like, that's just one understanding. So we get stuck on it. That's just one way of thinking. That's one way of going about it. Even the science books that we have now, even that's why I wrote with Terrence Howard. I heard him out because even I always thought about it. The math that we use now, like that's probably just one way of going about this shit, right? Yeah. Like we gotta be missing the key component. We gotta not be doing this shit right. And that's what Terrence Howard said. He said the pattern that he made, like the people that are using them, they're not even using it right. He says like he compares like having a shotgun but using it like a bat. He was like, if they were to listen to him and sit with him and have these intellectual discourses, then we could get somewhere with it. Yeah. So that's why it's important, bro. To hear, even if it sounds crazy, hear people out, let them talk, give people a platform, and just it helps your brain fucking work, bro.
Yeah, it do. That shit to work. It's important to be around people that challenges your thought and challenges thoughts in general, because how well it stands against original thought shows you how strong your thought is. If it even can just outright demolish your original thought.
Right.
You know
and even
I mean?
that, I don't even like to stand on my thought. Like I like to hear people out and be like, all right, if you have a thought on, if you have a stance on something, like the greatest way to go about, if you have an opinion on something, a stance on something, if you can make a solid argument against your own stance, then like that's how you know, okay, that's somebody that's worth having a conversation with, because they can be open and just hear everything out. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, facts. No, that shit gets it's fun to have these conversations, bro. Get your brain working instead of being worried about the same shit all the time. Like Stevie J fucking I don't know who Stevie J fucking nowadays, or Diddy. God, see, exactly, bro. These are, and that's another thing, bro. Like I wish like the conversations that we have online, like I get like somebody like Diddy does the shit he does. Yeah, go to jail. Yeah, like pay for it. But at some point, like people online talking about it all the time, like what is that? You're not let the police now. They know. Let the police do police work. Get the evidence they did. Like, why is they fixating on these things and talking about it all the time and trying to expose the next abuser or pedo online? Like it's becoming like a.
It's a power trip.
Yeah, it's becoming that. It's becoming and it's the easiest. Like, what's the worst thing a human can do? Like, okay, there's murdering, right? In no particular order, there's murdering and there's being a pedophile,
right? And
there's abusing people sexually,
right?
Those are like the worst things somebody can do. So it's just like people kind of just like online, just like I don't know what they want. Like, oh, thank you for being against abuse,
right?
Like, every day somebody's like, I stand against P. Diddy. Like, bitch, nobody gives. Who are you? Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, that's a bad thing. But why are we fixated on talking about this? Like,
and I think too. I think a lot of times it's a form of escape for people, because sometimes people feel that their own life isn't as interesting. If you have a they say, and I'm not trying to get on a tangent, but they say, when you want to get off an addiction, or you trying to get off an addiction or transition out of bad habits, what they recommend is like finding other ways to fill those voids that's less damaging, right? So like when it comes to like gossip and news blogs and people it's a dopamine rush. So people we use dopamine rushes to escape boredom, to escape sadness, stress, anxiety. We use dopamine rushes to do that.
Good. It's not good.
And people because it's just so normalized and it can be easily mistaken as just being nosy.
And I'm victim
people
to that.
Doing that.
Me too.
Oh, me too. Definitely.
I'll be bro. Sometimes I
be arguing with people in the damn comments.
Yeah, bro. I catch myself sometimes arguing. I got catch myself like, bro, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, why? Like, I'll be on TikTok and I see some stupid shit and I comment.
Right. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing like this? Like I just really wasted 5 minutes of my life. And it's like, then you really feel stupid when nobody like your comment or respond back to it. Like, bro, what the fuck I just do?
And it's some like 15-year-old like talking about like skibbity Riz, and then he got like 300,000 likes on his comment. People are just like, nobody agree. And it's just pointless, bro. But we've all fallen into it, and it's just definitely. Like, but that's why I like these conversations that we're talking about, like just different shit, philosophy, or talking about just anything. That's why I like, another reason why I love the Joe Rogan podcast is just every episode is a different type of person on there. He's so well-rounded in conversation, and it's just either somebody talking about hunting or somebody talking about AI or computing, simulation theory. Like, I love the simulation theory conversation. I can't get enough of that shit. I can't get enough of the simulation theory.
Hey,
like,
I've thought about that before.
I can't. The episode before the Terrence Howard episode was a guy that talked about that. He's a video game creator.
I know that's a part of his world then for sure. I know he well into that theory.
Oh, bro, what? That theory right there is, I mean, when they say there's like, some people think there's more proof that we are in one than we aren't. And it's just like crazy. I mean, I look at the most basic one. I look at like how our DNA is formed. Like, we're made of X and Y chromosomes, X and Y, X and Y, X and Y, different chromosomes. And you look at coding. When you code something, what is it? A bunch of zeros and ones, zeros and ones, zeros and ones. So I look at this shit, I'm like, oh fuck, wait, there's something here. There's something here. Which is coded.
X, Y. Boom. That makes Chris.
Boom. I was about to say boom, and then 100101010 that makes Pornhub. Like, that's just, I don't even get that either. Like, I don't understand how coding something, which I'm actually studying right now. I'm online. I'm doing like some cybersecurity, and they teach you coding and shit. Like, and because I'm interested in that, because I feel like in a way that's diving into who we are. It's weird, like studying coding and studying computer science. I feel like is diving into studying human life too, in a way. And I feel like, I don't know, damn, that thought just came to me. It's crazy. It is,
because they say our brain is like 10 times, 100 times like more complex than a computer. So, I mean, I don't even know how many times. I just know they say it's way more complex. So,
and we don't even use all of it.
We don't even use all of it, right? Yeah.
Because we stuck using the same parts.
Right.
We stuck using the same parts. Will we use less than 10% or 10% of our brain? Some shit like that.
Or they say we don't use them all at the same time. So we use different parts of our brain to solve different problems.
What's that one movie with Morgan Freeman?
I was about to say Limitless. It ain't no Limitless.
With the girl that takes she's a drug mule. They put that. There's a like they put the was it Limitless?
Equalizer?
Was it Limitless?
Yeah, cause
She takes the drug that
maybe it's
activates
limitless.
more of your brain, and then when she got to 100%,
Oh
using her
yeah,
brain,
yeah.
she disappeared.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
that shit crazy.
And she turned into like a spirit or
like
some
the computer.
shit.
Yeah, it was like crazy. Yeah. Shit like that to
shit
me
was
is just
crazy.
like shit like that to me is just wild, bro. That and the Matrix and yeah, dog. There's so much to life. Hold on, how much time we got? Cool. We can and that one too. Cool. I'll wrap this up in a couple minutes. No, but yeah, bro. That's a big reason why I love this podcast and shit. That and I love authenticity and like integrity is a big thing on me. Like I bad journalism is disgusting to me. People that just pander or people try to divide people and say divisive things to make people argue on purpose for clicks.
Yeah,
like that's just disgusting to me. And that's why here on this podcast, I want to take my place as the world #1 journalist. The #1 journalist on podcast without a journalism degree. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That'd be dope.
And I also want to get into acting, and I feel like depending on the guest, sometimes I do like improv. Like I'll get somebody to like throw a scenario, and we just like improv and some shit. So it's just a way to do all that shit. Like I get to talk, I get to act, I get to discover life, and I get to hang out with friends I haven't seen in a minute. You know, because if I just hit you up to hang out, imagine we weren't podcasting, we're just sitting at this table talk. That's gay. That's weird. It's really weird. Imagine what podcasts were like. What were podcasts in like the 60s? Like where people just circle around where two people talk to each other at the table? Like,
yeah, probably.
Imagine that wasn't a thing. So it's not even just a new thing in entertainment. It's a new thing in life where it's like people actually tuning into a conversation between people, you know?
Right.
That these conversations don't happen, aren't broadcasted, you know?
Right.
And they're not unfiltered. They're not hours long, you know?
Right.
As opposed to just bullshit little interviews for 15 minutes on like the news or something. Like,
right, yeah.
Yeah, Spidey, bro. We're going to wrap this shit up, dog. Anything else you want to plug? Anything you got coming up? Anything you want to plug in? Your socials, but other than that?
Yeah, for sure. So I am about to start this new series called On the Web. So I'm sure y'all seen these like mic drop videos similar to like From the Block or On the Block. I think it's From the Block. It's similar to that, but with my own little Spidey twist on it. It's called On the Web.
Yes, sir.
So
branding, baby. Branding.
Yeah, branding. Hey, everything is Spidey
Makes
related.
Sense. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so yeah, that's going on the way, and yeah, it's gonna be cool, bro. Cause I'm actually gonna get it to where I start branding it. I'm gonna start doing a heroes versus villains series to go along with it. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Make them compete for music videos and comic books.
Which one am I?
Hero or villain? I the way you were talking earlier, it sounded like a villain.
I mean, in the song you chose the song you chose that I Can't Let Go. On that song, I'm like, I heard you're married. I'm happy for you. I hope nobody kills him. And so, you know, that's just that's villain shit, you know?
That's villain shit for real. So he definitely knows what side he's on.
That's such a cool concept, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's such a cool concept,
so heroes
bro.
versus villains. And it'll be like a competition amongst the artists to compete for a free music video. And then y'all know I do the comic book thing. So the music video, after the music video is, after they win the music video and the comic book of their music video.
Stop it now.
So it's gonna be a whole thing. Hey, I'm trying to get,
Can we get a
hey, yo, that's fire.
Stop it now. Stop. Hold up. Bro, that's hard, bro. That's hard. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. That's that comes like that's a business that you're being. You love that shit, and that's unique, and that's just you. You want to do that shit. That's so fucking genius. And when does that start? When you don't know like a set date.
So what I'm gonna start off with just the On the Web, which is all. The heroes and villains is a spin off of the On the Web.
Yeah, it's gonna.
So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the brand of On the Web. So maybe give it about 6 months. at the max a year, and after that, then I'm gonna start bringing in the heroes versus villains. 'Cause I want to bring in the traffic, and once I start bringing in the traffic, do the heroes versus villains, and it's gonna be up from there, man.
Bro, I can't wait. That's amazing, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait, bro.
It's gonna be dope, bro.
That's fucking fire. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I genuinely, that whole comic book shit is fucking amazing. Heroes and villains, and that's great. And maybe at the end of the series, all the heroes and villains can get together and fight. Like,
that'd
actually
be crazy.
fight.
We need some pitchforks and guns and knives. We got to purge this shit.
Okay.
Hey, I just sign a NDA and that I own I'm not responsible for any damages.
Right, like on the parking lot, like in the apartment parking lot. Yeah. If your car gets broken into,
ain't none of my business.
Yeah. If P Diddy blows your car up, I'm not
responsible.
All right, bro. Tell them where they can find you. Your socials one more time.
You can follow me at Spidie Webher. You can also follow me at Spidie Webher Productions. You can also follow me at Spidie Webher Comics, and now you can follow me at __ on the web.
Oh, and what's the name of y'all's podcast?
Oh, and also you can follow me there too at the Opinionated Podcast.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the boys over there. Hey, I am Chris Andrade. This has been Bad Duck. Spidie, thank you for coming. Thank you guys for listening. And until next time. Bye.
We out. Peace.
Hey, that's fire, though. Hey, that's a genius idea.
Yeah.